Northwest Liberty News, picking the lock on the shackles of tyranny.
Billy, you got about 20, 30 seconds. Come on in, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Men of God should be proclaiming the Passover. Paul said to keep the feast of Passover. It is the marriage supper of the Lamb. And it starts tomorrow night. We do the foot washing, and we bake our own unleavened bread in the ovens in our homes. And if anyone wants to learn more, I'll be glad to give a phone number, and they can come together with us tomorrow night and do what we're supposed to do: fear God, keep His commandments, and put God first. Amen.
Well, yeah, give him a phone if you want to very quickly, Billy. Hurry.
Thank you, brother. 877-289-7439. That's 877-289-7439.
All righty.
Rebuke the devourer in Nevada. I confound the enemy.
Amen.
7 ways. So be it in the mighty name of Yahweh HaMashiach. Let them be in discord and strife. The enemy be torn into pieces.
Amen.
By the mighty power in the word of the Most High.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you. Good call. Thank you.
The relative calm of southern Nevada's Clark County was shattered in April of 2014 when agents of the private government-contracted Bureau of Land Management moved in force against 67-year-old Nevada rancher Cliven Bundy. The reasons given for why a private company would violate a law-abiding American's constitutional rights were weak at best. The claim by the BLM was that they were working to protect the desert tortoise, the same desert tortoise that fell victim to mass genocide by another federally funded agency, the Desert Tortoise Conservation Center, some 8 months previous. In that budget-cutting measure, it is estimated that 1/2 of the 1,400 turtles housed at the Conservation Center would be euthanized, an act that calls into serious question the real motives of the BLM. In addition to their role as protectors of the desert turtle, the BLM contended that Cliven Bundy was behind on his grazing fees. Fees that Mr. Bundy paid to the state of Nevada as per an agreement that was cemented before the BLM's unlawful arrival. The question is this: does protecting a turtle or collecting late fees rise to the level of sending snipers, armored vehicles, and weapons-ready helicopters to southern Nevada? Was it necessary to taser unarmed men and pregnant women in an attempt to get a point across? Does the BLM or any government agency have the right to sequester the public and herd them into an Orwellian-named First Amendment zone? Many Americans from all across this nation didn't think so, and they acted on a massive scale. What happened next was perhaps the greatest display of American grit and patriotism that I, or many others, have witnessed in their lifetimes. The following micro-documentary is a look back to those tense-filled days in the warm Nevada sun. In those days, we won a little of our liberties back. In those days, the Fed stood down.
This is America, and they are the aggressors. We're not the aggressors.
Well, what brought me here today was that Clive Bundy was trying to have a picnic without me. And he and I have spoken at several rallies all across the West together the last 20 years. And so in my battle for state sovereignty and in his battle for state sovereignty, we've definitely crossed paths before. Yeah. And he's a great man, very courageous.
The main thing we got to do is we got to act like our Constitution is a real Constitution. And, you hear these guys saying, we're going to go back and ask the president to talk about statehood. They're going to ask the president to get our land back. And then they want to ask Congress to give our land back. And then they want to go talk to the Supreme Court judicial system and see if they'll give our land back. And I say, well, they can't give you it back. They can't give you the land back. They can't give you something you already have. And for some reason, they can't get through their head that they already have it.
You disarm those Park Service people.
Yes.
You take a pickup, and I want those arms. We want those arms picked up, don't we?
Yeah.
Call Virgin Valley Disposal and go up here to this compound, and we want all of those arms put in that compound today. We want those arms delivered right here under these flags in 1 hour.
Senator Reid, yesterday you called Mr. Bundy and his supporters domestic terrorists. I thought we were trying to calm the situation down, so what did you mean by that?
Just what I said. I have now broken through with the rest of us through the fence. We're heading for a tunnel that's going to take us under the freeway to go round up the cattle. So here come the cowboys. Ready to rock and roll, folks. And as you can see, there's quite a contingency. These are the folks that are going to help round up the cattle. I'm eating a lot of dust here, but it's worth it. This is the crowd. The cops are on the other side of that fence over there, you can see, telling us to stand down. And we're screaming back at them, you stand down. You see the crowd. You see the horses that are ready to go do their job. Round up some cattle. It's a very volatile situation at the moment, I'm afraid. We hope nobody goes ballistic. We're being monitored from overhead by the police department. They can see the crowd, and we don't think they'll do anything, but you just don't know. Like I said, we've got to take that fence down right over there that you can see. And there's some of the people that are up higher, ready to come on down. All along the roadway, all along the freeway. They've pretty much closed the freeway down with vehicles, which is probably really ticking off the local authorities. Anyway, I'll be back. Bye-bye. The crowd is screaming, come on down, come on down. We need numbers. Just a little bit of updated information. I just learned that the authorities that are on the other side of the fence over there are Rangers. They were ordered, we were told that they were ordered to stand down. However, those are Rangers. They are not local police or Las Vegas police. This is disturbing bit of news, because all the world heard from Drudge Report and Alex and everybody else was that we were told that BLM is standing down. Well, this is proof they are not. Until later, signing off. Just want you all to understand how many vehicles are over there, and they're all BLM Ranger vehicles. There's a stack of them on the other side of the fence telling us to go home. After they've been given orders to stand down. They line the horses up to go in and corral the animals. We're live from ground zero here at the Bundy farm. We're just waiting for the cows to come home. The Rangers have backed off. They've moved their vehicles quite a distance back, probably a couple hundred yards. They were right up against the fence here.
The West has now been won!
Just give you a little history. You just heard that business about how the Sheriff's Department merged with the Las Vegas Police. So Gillespie is in charge, and Sheriff Gillespie, and he has put his people in charge here. Their badges say Metropolitan Las Vegas Metropolitan Police, but they are under the sheriff's control. And so Gillespie has stepped up to the plate, I guess. The gate's not open yet. This is just to give you an idea of what the freeway looks like up above. It is at a standstill, and it probably goes for miles. I've just showed you a quarter-mile stretch. And that's just one direction. There's a direction over my head here that's probably in the same situation. America is watching. Under a bridge. And there's a wash through here. And here comes a cowboy and more cowboys that are leading the pack. So they're trying to keep them. Here they are. Here they are. The cows are coming home, folks. Here they are. You're seeing it live. They get very confused when they see people.
The dog is going on.
And they have dogs that corral them. Shepherds that keep them in line. I'll move the camera kind of quickly, sorry, but here comes a whole line of them. There's about 200 that were confiscated by BLM, and they're all heading back home. This wash takes them to the Virgin River, where they know home is. I'll just film for you, and hopefully you'll be able to tie this together later on with all the folks that are around. All those folks up on the bridge. There's some more babies.
Oh, a kettle. Some kettles.
I cannot see my screen. I hope I got it aimed in the right right direction, folks. There's so much sun here, I cannot tell for sure. But lots of babies. Oh, there's a guy that just got hurt a little bit. No, he seems okay. She does. I talked to Mr. Bundy privately several moments ago and asked him, is he getting all of his animals back? And he told me, yes, I am getting them all back. There was word that they did lose some because of the helicopter work that went on with the federales, and the mamas got separated from babies, and they may have lost some of the youngsters, but until they're able to get out on the range, get up in the helicopter, they won't know for sure.
No.
And do some head count and so forth, but
that is
by and large, they're pretty sure they've gotten
Look at the babies.
99% or so, whatever. When the mothers get separated from the babies in that scenario, they obviously can't milk, and they just go hide under a bush and die. Again, you can just hear a pin drop out here. It's absolutely incredible.
Oh, look,
this is America at its finest.
Huh? Yeah.
Save the cow, save the cow.
Well, you can probably get the picture. There's a whole lot more to come. And then we're going to be able to take a break. The battle for his animals and for grazing rights has been won, at least temporarily. The Bundy family, however, has a much bigger fight on their hands. They really are doing this for a global effort, and certainly for a statewide effort for us folks here in America to stand up and take our rights back. So
look, they're running up there.
As sovereign states, they hope that this message is going to get out and tell folks that you can do it. Take your land back. There's baloney about BLM owning. They don't own nothing. All they do is tax and spend. And so that's the next part of their battle. They are truly thinking globally. We all need to stay with them. Just, I'm sure you can go online and just type in Bundy and find out what's going on and what part you can play out there. So with that, I'll close. Say God bless.
Meanwhile, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid is in town today, and we wanted his take on the ordeal. He hasn't been very vocal about the showdown in recent days, and today he wasn't either. Here's what he did have to say.
Is there anything you would like to say about what's going on down south with Clive Bundy and the BLM?
Well, it's not over. We can't have an American people that violate the law and just walk away from it. So it's not over.